What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In this video we're going to be going over some very important data that does show Bitcoin should be on the recovery very soon. Also, a lot of altcoins are moving up very quickly. Ethereum is showing major support. So we're going to go over a lot of data in crypto news that does show the crypto space is going to start moving up again soon. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified when I release new crypto videos. I'm doing 2 videos per day right now with some very important time-sensitive information. So before we jump into this important Bitcoin data, I do want to give you guys a quick warning that the scams are getting out of hand in the comments below. I'm spending over 2 hours per day deleting these, but they're just coming in quicker and quicker. So I'm going to put a picture in the top right here that shows a real comment and a fake comment. You should never contact a phone number from comments or anywhere on Telegram or anything. Always be skeptical and verify your sources. If you just click through to the profile, you'll see the channel is fake with no videos. So if you guys see these spam comments, please report them as spam and also alert the commenter just in case they're new to the crypto space. I actually do get a lot of people emailing me every week that's saying they're getting scammed in various ways. Telegram as well. If you're new to crypto, just stay away from Telegram. In my opinion, the public chats are just full of scammers. So before we jump into this Bitcoin data and news, I do want to remind you guys that my crypto giveaway is ending in less than 12 hours here. So we only got 7 hours left now, as you guys can see. I will be launching an even bigger giveaway after this one in case you don't win or anything, but there's 13 winners here. I will be selecting these in the next couple days, and I'll post a video on Twitter of that. So lots of ways to enter if you haven't already. There is a link in the video description if you're interested. So jumping into the crypto markets, we did see a small dip this morning. Bitcoin testing 30,000 again, where it is holding great support. So yesterday we had that crazy news of Bitcoin may never go past $40,000 again from JP Morgan. Just ridiculous, since they were just giving the Bitcoin price prediction of $146,000 as it competes with gold. So Bitcoin is still extremely small comparing it to gold, with a market cap of 607 billion right now. The market cap of gold is over $10 trillion. So that's over 10 times the entire crypto space put together, since the crypto global market cap is around $1 trillion for the first time. So Bitcoin has actually only taken 2% of gold market cap, new data suggests. So getting to 10% of gold's market cap would mean that each Bitcoin costs $154,000 each. And I think this is very possible by the peak of the next bull run. As we've seen, there's many price predictions for Bitcoin, anywhere from 100,000 to even 300,000 and more by the peak of this current bull market. So I do think 2021, we're still going to be moving up in general. As I always state though, there can always be temporary dips, and there's always high risk in the short term of major market dips, especially right now with all the political stuff going on, new people coming into office, new regulations being discussed, governments around the world are fighting cryptocurrencies as well. So in my opinion, Bitcoin holding above $30,000 and Ethereum keeps testing its all-time high. I think we're very close to Bitcoin and Ethereum breaking out, as I did state I was bullish on Bitcoin hitting $50,000 and Ethereum at $2,000. I think those are going to be 2 major resistance levels we will be coming up to very soon, especially leading up to PayPal launching crypto merchant payments. That's millions of merchants on PayPal that already have existing merchant accounts being able to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash for the first time ever. So just imagine how many companies and websites are going to be announcing that they're accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies as payment for the first time ever. This is going to generate a flood of great news for cryptocurrencies and a flood of new utility and volume for cryptos as well. I think this is really when cryptos get put on the map, and not many people are really even discussing this. So that should be launching by the end of March, since PayPal did announce they will be launching crypto merchant payments within Q1. So we do have the Bitcoin trend level starting to dip a little bit over the past couple days, but there's other data showing that people are buying up Bitcoin in the masses, taking this off exchanges to store in long-term storage. And these people are not going to be selling for a very long time. I'm going to show you guys some more data on this as well. So Bitcoin trends is great to look at. You can also do other trends just to see if you're investment is trending, it's a great way to see if the price is going to start picking up. If you zoom out here, pretty much these trend levels do follow the prices as well, and this shows retail interest. You don't really see institutional interest from this because institutions are buying up in the masses, and this is basically just the trend levels through Google searches. So this would represent retail investors. And as we can see, Ethereum peaked out here recently and is dropping off, even though it's testing its all-time high still, which means a lot of people are just buying up Ethereum, taking it out of circulation. So tons of new people are in the crypto space now, and a lot of these people are going to continue dollar cost averaging and continuing to take more and more crypto out of circulation. This reminds me a lot of mid-2017. So in mid-2017 is the first time cryptocurrencies really got put on the map, going from around 15 billion total global market cap to over 100 billion for the first time ever. And we didn't see a big crash after that, like many people would expect. There was small sell-offs and everything, as you guys can see, a small dip here. And then we started recovering, and leading up to the end of 2017, people just kept buying as much as they could and dollar cost averaging, all these new investors that got in mid-2017. And that's what really created the FOMO that pushed up the crypto global market cap up over 800 billion. So another 8x from mid-2017 to end 2017. And I do think we're around a level like this right now, where a lot of new investors are in the space, but we really haven't seen the peak of this current bull market. Alright guys, so we got a lot of bullish articles as well supporting some of this data, showing that Bitcoin should start moving up again. So two key metrics suggest Bitcoin price won't be pinned below $33,000 for long. And in this article highlighted, Bitcoin has been testing the $30,800 support, but bulls have shown aggressive buying activity below that level. Not surprisingly, both MicroStrategy and Marathon Patent Group have recently announced sizable acquisitions. So these are two institutional companies that are buying up hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin every time they get the chance. And MicroStrategy bought a ton of Bitcoin below $20,000, and they're one of the first institutional companies to make a huge sizable investment in Bitcoin like this. So this is really only getting started. I think we're gonna have companies flooding in to buy up cryptocurrencies in the masses very soon. And throughout 2021, as institutional interest grows at the same time as retail interest is growing, and we have inflation and more stimulus packages, just causing more demand for cryptos at the same time as reducing the purchasing power of the fiat currency dollar. So that alone will push up cryptocurrency prices, but with all this interest and basic supply and demand, these institutions are taking up tons of the supply, taking it out of the circulation, which means as buying pressure continues and demand continues upwards, the price is only going to continue surging upwards. So we have even more bullish data here supporting the fact that Bitcoin is going to be going up again. So it's very important we look at the data more so than what major companies are saying, like JP Morgan, stating now that Bitcoin may never pass $40,000 again. Meanwhile, just 2 weeks ago, they were saying Bitcoin's going to be testing $146,000. So it's very important we look at the data to see what Bitcoin's actually doing and what investors are actually doing. So this article here, bored with Bitcoin, the Bitcoin bull run is about to return, this indicator says. Bitcoin holders hoping for a return to the bull run may not have long to wait, as a popular indicator gives cause for optimism. Data from Bitcoin Spent Output Profit Ratio, SOPR, suggests that the current Bitcoin price correction is almost complete. So the SOPR tracks the percentage of coins being moved that are in profit. In other words, whether holders are selling at a profit or a loss. So if we are in a bull market now, according to the SOPR, the correction is not over yet, but it will soon end. So some data here from Glassnode. Glassnode is a great website. You do have to pay for a membership, but they have endless data on here that you can examine. You can spend hours here looking through different Bitcoin and Ethereum data. So I definitely think that there could be some more dips in the short term, but long term, as I've been saying, very bullish on Bitcoin, especially once this next stimulus package gets printed and there's not as much craziness going on in politics with new people proposing new regulations and everything relating to cryptocurrencies. I do think the next couple weeks could still be rocky, but in general, I think headed towards mid to end February, I definitely think things are going to be looking up, especially as we see more and more institutional companies buying up Bitcoin, which we already saw a couple buying even more Bitcoin on this last dip. So two things may result in a Bitcoin blow-off top, says on-chain analyst. So David Pohl, an on-chain analyst and the creator of the Pohl multiple, believes two things could cause Bitcoin to see a temporary top this cycle. The analyst pinpointed the US government potentially taxing unrealized gains, and the possible approval of a Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF could cause Bitcoin's momentum to slow down. So we did talk about this tax on unrealized capital gains recently. That's never going to happen in my opinion. It would just destroy everyone's privacy, and it's really against everything America stands for. So I do not seeing that happen. Even though it was proposed, it did cause major temporary panic, and institutions were there to buy the dips when that did happen. So we have to look at what institutions are doing and the big whales, and whales are continuing to accumulate more and more Bitcoin. More data on Glassnode does show this. So more info from Glassnode here. Glassnode predicts Bitcoin breakout as investors refuse to realize losses. Despite on-chain metrics indicating Bitcoin investors will soon face losses, Glassnode believes Bitcoin is ready to bounce. So in order for SOPR to go lower, investors would have to be willing to sell at a loss, which is unlikely given the current shape of the market. We have been looking for this reset in order to generate some stability in the market and pave the way for the next bull run. So in my opinion, it would be bullish in general if Bitcoin was just stable for a while. So the longer Bitcoin holds stable, the more support it's going to gain. There's a lot of new people in the space buying up cryptos regularly and doing dollar cost averaging, taking more and more crypto out of circulation. Less supply while demand is increasing is only going to push this upwards. And definitely check out my latest video on why I think a huge altcoin season is coming with explosive profits in very short period of time. And I do give examples of a lot of altcoins that have gone up a couple 100%, even to over 500% in a very short period of time, and how you could even find some of these projects before this type of profit happens. So some more data here on Glassnode. So we can see this is the active addresses over time, number of active addresses, and as you guys can see, this is continuing to grow. And this right here was the peak of the last bull run, December 20th, 2017. We had 1.25 million active Bitcoin addresses, and then the current we're around 1,100,000. So we're not even back to this all-time high of active Bitcoin addresses, but we're already past the all-time high price. And I do think this is because of supply and demand and scarcity with Bitcoin. At the same time, institutions are buying up more Bitcoin than retail investors could ever do. So I do think this is just the beginning. We haven't even peaked out on a lot of this data here. And headed into institution, a lot of people are buying Bitcoin for the first time ever that never would have, just to have it as a hedge against inflation. I'm seeing this with a lot of finance YouTubers as well. They're starting to put a couple percent of their portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin passes 40,000 again and JP Morgan jumps back to their original statement of Bitcoin getting to $146,000 as it competes with gold. And I do believe Bitcoin will be competing with gold over the next few years, especially with inflation kicking in. We also have something called the Great Wealth Transfer taking place, and basically trillions of dollars, over $50 trillion, is transferring from the older generations to the younger generations as they retire and everything. And the younger generations are much more likely to understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and the younger generations are much more likely to invest in cryptocurrencies rather than things like real estate, gold, and other traditional investment avenues. So another little bonus today for today's video is a tweet from Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of IOHK, Cardano. So a little bird landed on my shoulder and told me that February is going to be a really good month. Bird gossip is generally reliable. So this could be anything, but obviously we have a major announcement coming for Cardano within February. So I'm very bullish on that coming up. This alone, I think, is going to add a lot more buying pressure to ADA. So I will be keeping you guys updated on Cardano and everything. As you guys know, this is the cryptocurrency I think is going to have the highest potential return on investment in 2021. They have major network updates coming in everything, only a $10 billion market cap. Compared to Ethereum, their major competitor is 15 times higher, currently around $153 billion. I still think Ethereum's undervalued though, and Ethereum moving upwards of $2,000 is going to be a good thing for altcoins as well. Generally, as we've seen Ethereum going up, we also see Polkadot and Cardano moving up as well. And I think leading up to that PayPal crypto merchant launch, we're going to see cryptos that they offer like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and Ethereum moving up, and a lot more volume and users coming into play as well. So that's why I'm very bullish on Litecoin, because it is the cheapest coin offered on PayPal at $133 per coin. I definitely think that'll be moving up, and you should definitely check out the Litecoin video here on my channel if you guys haven't already. Why I think it's possible Litecoin could be hitting $1,000 in 2021, especially around that PayPal launch. So thank you guys again for watching the video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, a free way to support the channel is like the video, comment below, and share this video with friends and family or anywhere on social media. Everything helps the channel, and it does allow me to do this full time, so I do really appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.